What is up, Rage Nation? We are back for another behind-the-scenes video of what it takes to get a radio interview these days. We got the band 3 to 1 here with us. What's up, guys?
Hey.
What's going on?
What's going on?
Yeah, we will definitely talk to the band here in a second. But before we do that, if you're watching the video and you love what we do, you love the way our mission is giving a global platform to independent and unsigned bands, one of the easiest ways to help support us and keep us broadcasting is the Amazon affiliate link. Everybody shops on Amazon. Really simple. tinyurl.com/Amazon, link MO. When you get that up, save it in your browser, whether that's on your computer or your phone. And every time you shop on Amazon, we'll get a small commission with no added costs to you. We appreciate it. All right, here we go. Segment 1 in 3, 2, 1. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com, and we are back this time with 3 to 1. They're a hard rock band from Round Rock, Illinois, and Tampa Bay, Florida. Guys, what's up?
Hey.
What's up?
What's going on? What's up?
Yeah, we're pumped to have you guys here. And in the first segment of the show, we always play a game because the Rage Nation, look, they're nosy. They like to get in your business. They want to know a little bit about you guys. So we're going to play a game called Smash or Pass. But it's probably not the Smash or Pass you're thinking about. Essentially, I'm going to give you an item, place, or thing. If you like it, you smash it. If you don't like it, you pass it. It's as simple as that. All right, here we go. Energy drinks. Smash or pass?
Pass. Smash.
Pass.
Smash.
All right. Do you guys drink coffee, Charlie and Eric?
Coffee. Absolutely.
Coffee.
I don't discriminate against caffeine.
I mean, look, as old as time goes back, coffee's been around. So, look, been doing its thing. All right. Smash or pass? Guitar solos.
Smash.
I like smash or pass. Depends on the song.
Yeah, depends on the song. Yeah, smash if they're done correctly.
Right. I agree. Smash if they're done correctly.
You know what's funny about this? I always thought this is going to be a home run smash, but I think it's just a smash for fans. Like bands are always like, I don't know.
It has to fit like the mold. I'm like, if you have like a great vocalist that can just pretty much shred over the solo spot, then why not just do that? It's like, and then sometimes there's like this whole thing where there too much is like less is more kind of a thing, right, Carly? That's like kind of
I think it's a little bit of the dating because, like, say for example, all the 80s rocks, right? Every 80s song had some blaring guitar solo in the middle of it, and then that became like an uncool thing to do later on. It's like no solos, just a bridge, run back into a chorus and go from there. And then now it's kind of like back and forth.
No, it's called a breakdown now. It's not a solo.
Now you have the breakdown and all that stuff. So
I think we lost bridge in 2010. Now it's the breakdown.
I think Steve went black there.
Yeah.
All right, smash or pass? Flying.
Smash. I'm cool with it.
Smash.
Yeah, smash.
See, you all are small guys. I'm a rotund dude. I'm a pass on flying all the time. If I can drive,
I'm 6'2", and planes nowadays, man, there's like no leg room. So,
no, not at all.
But you know,
unless you're first class, who can afford that?
Yeah, I mean, but if you gotta get there, it's either sit in a plane for 2 hours or sit in a vehicle for 16. I'll take the plane.
Yeah, I don't dislike flying, but I'd rather not do it. But I don't. If I have to, it's all right.
Gotta have. Do you guys have that national ID? I think like next year you gotta have it if you fly.
Yeah, I heard about that.
I can't remember what it's called.
I don't know even
the real ID.
Yeah,
real ID. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I have it.
All right, smash or pass? Pizza.
Smash.
Oh, smash.
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 Wait. Define the pizza type. New York or Chicago?
Oh, here we go.
Now, when you say Chicago, when you say Chicago, or are you talking about the crispy thin crust, or are you talking about the deep dish?
Deep dish all the way.
Yeah, see, that's the only thing I think about when I think about Chicago pizza. And then this Pizza Hut commercial is trying to convince me that Chicago is known for their crispy thin crust. So I'm like, no, I want to eat it with a fork.
I used to watch, like, you see all these foodie shows and stuff, and they're all in Chicago looking at the pizza places. And it's like they make a bowl out of the crust. They bake it like in a bowl,
like upside down,
and then fill it with all the toppings and stuff. You might as well just, that's not even a pizza, bro. That's soup.
Nah, it's delicious. That's what it is.
Oh no, I'm sure they're great. It's like super deep dish, bro.
Right.
Yeah. I went to a conference one time in Barrington, and I went to Gino's East. And dude, the next day, like, it was even better.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Even better.
So it's like lasagna. Lasagna's always better on the second day.
Yeah.
So Gino's East does a cornbread, what's it called? Crust, where all the other ones just do like flour. So that's what makes that different. I love Gino's East is my favorite. I bet you, Eric, you like Illuminati's, right?
No. I mean, it's all right. It's not my favorite, but
that's like everyone says, oh, Illuminati's is the best in Chicago. No, I think Gino's East is, man.
No, I like the tavern style pizza, which is the thin crust. I can do the pan or deep dish.
Can you hang up on him?
Don't hang up on me. I'm the only one really from Chicago. You guys don't even know what pizza is.
Oh, you're one from Chicago? I grew up there. You still live there.
You defected
in Florida by now. You've been converted.
I haven't outbalanced how long I lived in one area or not. So it's like I still have more Chicago years than I do in Tampa.
Yes, overall, but a lot of that was your youth years, and you were a baby and a kid. Your adult life, you've been in Florida.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, let me ask you this: did you buy a Tom Brady jersey?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Nothing fixes Tampa Bay's Buccaneers. I mean, Tom Brady, okay, the one time, but yeah, it's like, yeah.
All right, here we go. Smash or pass, pop punk.
Pass.
That's like an in between, man. Like maybe some of the older school stuff, but like the new stuff, no way.
Yeah.
Hey, we're good with old school pop punk. Most definitely. All right. Smash or pass, food trucks.
Smash.
Smash.
Pass.
What?
He's like,
he's a thin crust eating non-food truck kind of guy.
No, listen, hear me out.
I think I'm offended, man.
If I'm at some sort of event and the only food they have are food trucks, it's nice variety, this, that. But I know people are like, oh, this place has food trucks. Let's go out for dinner. No, just take me to an actual restaurant. I don't need to eat out of the back of somebody's truck. Take me to a restaurant who knows what they're doing.
Chicago's food trucks might be different than the Florida food truck. They're actual restaurants. Eating out of someone's van is probably not the best choice.
Bro, like food trucks in Austin, Texas are the bomb, bro. The food trucks in Austin, Texas.
Like I said,
all the Mexican
if I'm
food
at a carnival, I'm at a fair, I'm at a concert, there's some food trucks, I will eat. I'm not going out of my way to go to a food truck. Give me a restaurant any day of the week.
Well, you have food truck festivals out here, man.
Some of the food trucks I've been to are on par with restaurants, if not better than some restaurants.
I think they're regulated like a restaurant, so they have to be.
Especially when I was down in Miami, man, there was a bunch of Latin, Hispanic food.
All the Colombian food out there.
So good. They were so good.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what I was fixing to say. The food truck game in Florida is just next level, apparently, because I know some cats from a band, and they have a food truck in Miami, and they said, forget this tour and eating ramen noodle stuff. We clear $100K a year working a taco truck.
Dang. So they need to take the food truck on tour with them because so they can get paid to play.
There you go. You have the band, you have the merch, and you have the food truck.
The food truck.
Double.
3-to-1 tacos.
All right. And the finale of Smash or Pass, mullets.
Pass?
I have to pass any hairdo, bro. There's no hair here.
Oh. But if you could.
Oh, no, man. No mullets. No.
A wig mullet?
Maybe if I wear a shirt that says my name is Aaron.
Oh.
Rock a mullet. Absolutely.
You catch a mullet rat tail flapping in the wind on a good breezy day. Like, there's nothing better.
Oh, I'm sure there's some good sides to it for sure. You know, I'm not naysaying it. I would just prefer not to have one.
All right, so the first song we're going to play from you guys is From the Ashes. What's this song about?
It's about mullets.
It's about mullets or rat tails. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like you burn your mullet and it's now ashes. So, yeah, it's about heartbreak, you know, breaking up and, you know, stuff like that. Just kind of your typical breakup song, right?
Picking up the pieces, yeah.
There you go. Here's From the Ashes from the band 3 to 1 on Indie Rage Radio. All right, very good. All right, segment number 2 in 3, 2, 1. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com. We are back with 3 to 1. They're a hard rock band from, look, they're all over the place. Round Lake, Illinois, Tampa Bay, Florida. How can people find you guys on the internet?
We have a link tree, which is got everything in there. It is 3 to 1 band. And then you got us on Facebook, 3 to 1 band. And that's TO. So it's 3, you know, spell it all out, TO 1, right? Because a lot of people look like, 3, 2, 1. Like you just put the numbers. No, it's 3, 2, 1. And then our website is 3to1band.com.
Okay, so just to be clear, Aaron, that's the word 3, right?
The word.
THREE.
The word. Yes.
2 TO 1 ONE.
Yes.
Yes, it's like 3 to 1, like the ratio, or like
the ratio.
you voted with your friends 3 to 1. It's not 3, 2, 1. The number's counting down.
There you go. And we'll go in order as we are on the screen. Start with Aaron, ending with Steve. Tell us who you are, what you do in the band, and what your favorite pizza topping is.
Oh, so my name is Aaron, and I'm the guitarist of 3 to 1. That's spelled out. And then my favorite pizza topping. So it's kind of like my go-to is sausage, onions, and green peppers. Just kind of I don't know, Eric, I don't even know if Finelli's is still around, but that was like the go-to place as growing up. But yeah, that was it, man. Those 3.
Awesome. I'm Charlie. I'm the drummer of 3 to 1. Favorite pizza topping currently, West Shore Pizza, the white special. It's like sun-dried tomatoes, ricotta, and like spinach.
Oh, fancy pizza.
Yeah.
Sounds healthy.
It's good.
All right. Well,
all I know, bro. It's brick oven pizza, so it's good.
Oh, yeah, that's good stuff.
I am Eric. I'm the other guitar player from 3 to 1, and I just like pepperoni pizza.
Simple, man.
Classic.
Simple.
All right, I'm Steve. I'm the vocalist, and my favorite toppings, pepperoni, like Eric, and also peppers and onions.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Now, like when we're going with crust here, let's take out the deep dish. What's everybody's go-to? Are we talking hand tossed? Are we talking pan?
Thin crust.
Thin crust.
Yeah, I don't even know if it's like pan pizza. Well, it's not pan. I mean, like whenever it's brick oven pizza, it's hand tossed, I guess, and so it depends on the place whether it's thin or not.
Yeah, how thin? Like cracker pizza thin.
No, I like my cheap Hungry Howie's flavored crust, the Cajun flavored crust,
stuffed crust with garlic
That's
butter.
my favorite.
Garlic on it.
Yeah. All right, so how'd the band meet? You guys are in, you know, all the way across the United States. How'd you guys meet?
I'll let Charlie take that one.
Oh, no. Take it away, Aaron. You can start.
I don't want to take. So
Aaron,
Eric and I
Aaron,
are in a band.
You are the middle piece, Aaron. You got to talk. You're the one who's from both places.
Yes. How can you be from both places? So Eric and I were in 3 to 1. We created this band probably like in high school ish, like either right out of high school, last year of high school. We wrote a bunch of songs and did stuff, and then it kind of dissolved. We had a bunch of songs that were kind of like we got like screwed on the recording because, you know, some back then we were kids. We didn't know any better. So we went to the studio, paid a lot of money, and they were just terrible recordings. And Steve and Charlie and I were kind of like doing stuff out in Tampa. And I was like, hey, Eric and I are like, well, you know what? We want to get a good recording of these songs. So we asked Steve and Charlie, it's like, hey, do you want to jump in and kind of just, add your flavor to the song so we can get them, a better recording. From the Ashes was the first one we did. And it kind of just took off from there. It's like, once we realized that, hey, this has got potential, we just kept going with it. We're still doing a lot of the older songs, but then we're like, we threw in like a couple of our own variations of new songs, or we took the old songs and then kind of just like changed the vocals entirely. So, and then, that's pretty much where we were and where we're going with it.
Yeah. How does that recording process work with you guys being so far apart?
It's such an awesome process, actually. I know Charlie is dying to talk about this.
Charlie's dying to talk about this one. All right. So obviously with like all the recording technology that's out there now, you have, Cubase and Studio One and Pro Tools and all these different softwares that are out there. I personally use Studio One by PreSonus. It's very similar to Pro Tools in that it allows you to link the project with other artists over the web, over the internet. So initially, everything that I worked on with this band was initially with Aaron here in Tampa. So we would at first we were just emailing files back and forth. Hey, check out this song. You want to add some drums to it or whatnot. And then at some point I was able to convince Aaron to swap over to the same DAW that I was using. And then he just went crazy from that point. He was like, oh yeah, I gotta, let's do this song and let's do that song. And then we've slowly worked everybody else. And I think everybody's on the same platform now, but that's how we do it now. It's somebody who had the initial idea. A lot of the stuff that we work on at the moment are the original 3-to-1 songs that Eric and Aaron wrote way back. And we're revamping those. So we already have kind of like a baseline for the project. Everybody gets a hold of that, retrack the drum parts. Eric will retrack his guitar parts. Aaron will retrack. And then we pass it all to Steve so he can do vocals. Eventually, everybody's okay with what we got. Send that off, get that mastered, and go from there. And eventually, it'll be like completely from scratch new material. Then we're going to have to figure out the process again.
Yeah. Well, so the cool thing is like our producer is in Chicago and Eric uses him for his other bands. And we just literally dump all the stems down. And for those that don't know what stems are, it's just the raw DI files or raw, like without any effects on it. And we just drop them in a Google Drive for him. And then he pulls them into his DAW and then he starts producing it. So like, we don't really mic up anything other than obviously Steve, you're the only one mics up, but we do everything in the DAW, record. We have plugins for all the sounds and everything that we're looking for. Brad, our producer, knows exactly what kind of sound Eric and I are looking for the distortion and guitars and all that stuff and cleans. We kind of give him a mix down of here's what we've got with what we've done, like the kind of the effects and everything. And then he's got a template to try to replicate the sounds we're looking for. But and Charlie forgot to he left out like everything is cloud based. So I'll work on a guitar part and then I will upload it to the cloud. Charlie downloads it, he adds his drums, uploads it, comes back down. Everything is like right there, so you don't have to email anything. So once he works on it, I have it, and everyone else can just jump in and do their parts, and then it kind of just builds on that. So it's a really interesting process.
All right. Hey, give me 1 second, guys. I locally produce a coaches show for our local university here.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can hear these guys. Hold on 1 second. It's like a live venue. Give me 1 second.
Eric's always rocking the bear stuff, man.
Hey man, I rolled right out of bed. I had to grab the first head that was on my counter.
The Bears, the Bulls.
I was sleepy. Yeah, I passed out waiting.
I know. It's like, I'm going to harass his wife.
So Aaron, how do you like the studio set up like that now that you're on the other side of the room?
Way better. It's like, because like before, even if the blinds are shut, the sun beats right in my face and I'm like, ugh. It was a pain.
Your desk was on the other wall, right? Behind you?
It flipped it.
Okay. Right.
So I did that, and I was like, it makes the room a lot bigger too. So I prefer it this way. I'll just leave it for now on. But the downfall is, see this lovely desk over here, being left-handed, playing and writing, dink, dink. I've hit my headstock on it so many times, and you know, and it's that one right there, yeah. And that's a Gibson. So if I hit it just right, it's gonna snap that headstock off.
I was saying, if you ever like, I mean, I know you kind of have other stuff in that room that's like family space or whatnot, but if you ever make that completely solidly just your music room,
oh yeah,
you should go with a 1/3 sort of deal where you move the desk off the wall and put it in the first third of the room and leave all the space behind it. That way the acoustics are long ways in the room. Center it on that side wall there to your right.
Yeah.
In the center of the room, 1/3 of the way down the room, and then you have 2/3 of space behind the desk. The acoustics will be awesome and proper.
Yeah, that would help if I record acoustically.
Well,
yeah.
No, but I mean, even for the actual control room, that's the way you want when you're listening to your speakers and stuff. That way you don't have the same reflections as you do being right up against the wall or stuff like that.
So. Yeah, it's crazy. Like I'll mix down stuff. Like I sent Eric a mix down of a song we're working on, and I'm like, it sounds good in my headphones and my monitor, but then I mix it down and I export it. It just sounds like all in, like every part that I did is so in your face. I almost have to like dial it back all the way almost to like -7 or 8 to even get it. I was like, why is it doing that? And it's just MIDI stuff. So I'm like, wonder if it's like a MIDI export kind of thing.
Yeah.
But I have to research it. It's just annoying, but it sounded great during the mix. I'm like, oh, it's too much in your face.
Yeah, that's why like it's good to have like a really good set of studio monitors and then like a really just a little cheapo set of computer speakers on your desk and then a decent set of headphones and your like your regular earbuds. You can listen to like on 4 different sources. You get a pretty decent.
Right. All right. Sorry about that.
No, you're good.
Welcome back.
Welcome back to the show.
No, welcome back to the show.
All right. Let's see. Quick shout out. McNeese State University, week 0 against Tarleton State, ESPN2, 2:30 p.m. There we go. All right. Let's see. All right. And we'll jump back in right here. All right. So I like to always do a wellness check on local rock scenes because obviously COVID did in a lot of bars, did in a lot of clubs. Let's start off in Round Lake. How's it looking over there?
It's going. I think it's the same. I mean, I've been in it for 20 years roughly, and I think it's alive and doing well.
Awesome. How about Tampa?
Well, we don't really gig. We haven't gigged yet. We haven't even done our first show yet. Yeah, so it's kind of hard to tell. I mean, I've gone to shows and it seems like it's, you know, I didn't realize how big of a metal scene Tampa has.
Nice.
I was like, it's crazy. So, but I've gone to shows and I've seen stuff like there. It seems like it's really still going. Like there's a lot of heavier bands coming through here.
Good to hear. So the next song we're going to play is Haunted. What's the song about?
Lots of heartache. That one is, gosh, it's another breakup song, but this time it's more of like, I mean, I guess Steve, like, because that was an original song and you kind of changed it up a little bit. Like, what is your take on it?
I took it as a breakup song and just wanting to be released from everything and just done with it all. And that's how I did my spin on it.
Here it is. It's Haunted from 3 to 1 on Indie Rage Radio. All right, very good.
Well, that's the best version of it yet.
All right, in segment 3, in 3, 2, 1. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com. We are back in hour number 2 with 3 to 1, a rock band from Round Lake, Illinois, and Tampa Bay, Florida. And I think this is an Indie Rage Radio first. We have never done segment 3 with 2 separate locations, so this should be pretty fun.
Okay.
All right. So somebody's hopping in the Spirit airline. We'll start with Round Rock. We'll start with Round Lake. There's a Round Rock, Texas. We'll start with Round Lake, Illinois, and then we'll go to Tampa. So they're hopping in the Spirit airline. They want to go to Round Lake. They want to catch a fire meal. Where are they going?
I mean, if they're coming out here, I would want to show them what real pizza is, and I would take them to Quonset in Waukegan. That would be my choice.
Yeah, and what's that?
I just think it's the best pizza I've ever had. I do feel like it's changed owners over. I mean, it's been my whole family's main restaurant that we've gone to for our whole lives. So I feel like it's changed owners a couple of times in there, and it always tweaks a little bit. You know, I feel like it has good days and bad days now, but when you catch it on the right day, I still think it's my favorite place to go.
Right on. All right, so they caught a great meal. They found out that pizza is absolutely dope. They want to go see a rock concert. What venue are they going to?
We are going to the Vixen for sure.
Yeah, you are.
What's so special about the Vixen?
It's just the newest, hottest place without going all the way downtown to the city. And I'm not a city person, so dealing with that traffic and those prices, if I'm saying, you know, guys, let's go out on the town and let's just go have some fun and still be relatively close, like within reasonable expectations, we're going to the Vixen.
Right on. All right.
It's brand new stage, brand new lighting. It used to be a movie theater that they turned into a venue, and it's state-of-the-art stuff for modern times.
You know what? And when I say almost, I almost went in with a guy. We had an old theater here, and we were going to keep 2 of the theater rooms for second-run movies, and we were going to turn the other bigger one into a venue. And right at the very end, they found asbestos in it. It was like a really old building, and they had to tear it down. And my dreams were crushed.
Yeah, they got something like that out here where they do they have the movie theater, and this has happened because of COVID. So all the movie theaters shut down. So when they opened up, no one was going to movies. So they turned half of it into a comedy club. So you're sitting in a theater, and then they have a stage now instead of the screen, and you're like side splitters, I think it's called. So it's like you go. So it's super weird to go see a comedy at a theater versus going to an actual comedy dive place, which is all Tampa's known for.
All right, so they got great pizza. They had a great show. Where in Round Lake should they avoid? Where's it sketchy?
I mean, a lot of
all of Round Lake.
Most of it. I mean, it's nothing to be proud of. But
just take a flight out.
I feel like most towns have a good spot, a bad spot, but I don't know. I mean, maybe I've lived here my whole life and I'm just kind of used to it, but I don't think there's anything as bad as people make it seem. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
All right.
I don't think there's any area to avoid.
So we hit everything we needed to do in Round Lake. We're hopping back on the Spirit. We're going down south. We're going to Florida. We're going to Tampa Bay. What's the one restaurant we got to hit in Tampa Bay?
Burns. Well, Burns Steak Room. Not this. The steak is great, but it's the dessert room that's the best. So you got to go to the dessert room there. It's a cool atmosphere too. It's like all dark and red. It's like what they did something with it. I don't know. Like it used to be an old. I don't know. It's got a huge winery in the basement and everything. Mm-hmm. But for steak, my favorite steak place would be Ocean Prime, even though it's like a seafood place, but they have the best steak. But for dessert, I would go there. Burns.
Anybody else?
Steve?
I like the Brazilian steakhouses that they have down here. There's one over by the airport that me and my wife go to sometimes.
Yeah, for steakhouses, there's
Texas de Brazil. That's what it is. Texas de Brazil.
I've never heard of that one.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, we have one of those up here. I've been to it.
There's actually one now right here on Bloomingdale in Brandon. Can't remember what it's called. It's not Black Rock. It's another steakhouse over there. I went over there to eat one night, and that shit was that was amazing.
Let me write that down.
Yeah, that was amazing. I'm more into like Spanish food though, Mexican food and stuff like that. So I like Colombian restaurants and Mexican restaurants and stuff like that. So there's a couple little dive Mexican joints right outside.
There are some really good ones in Brandon
in the Plant City area. That's like it's literally like half food truck, half wooden shack, but like the best Mexican food, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, I say it depends on what you're going for because there's lots of them for all different categories.
Absolutely.
We used to have a taco truck around my town with the best taco truck name. They were called Sloppy Taco. Little double entendre there.
Nice.
All right. So they got some great steak. What venue are we going to see a rock show in Tampa Bay?
That's going to be a hard one. There's a lot.
Not a strip club. They hear the strip clubs are fire in Tampa Bay.
There's like a whole strip of strip clubs right there on God, what is that road? I don't even see.
Why are you guys not taking me to dinner on that freaking road?
Well, that's on the road where Ocean Prime is. Let's go.
It's called the Tampa Bay economy, bro.
Oh. Yeah, what venues are happening?
Wow. Okay. So, man. So if you're looking for like a large, like if you want to see like a large arena sort of venue and stuff, then the amphitheater, I've always liked watching shows there. But honestly, I like smaller venues that are a little bit more, I mean, you can still get a lot of people in there, but you're just not like sitting there with like 5,000 folks, So, Aaron, what was when we went to see Starset and it was supposed to be out in Tampa and ended up being over at Ybor? That was at the Ritz.
The Ritz is a good one, and the State Theater in St. Pete is another. It's about the same size. Maybe a little bit smaller, than the Ritz, but it's a good size too.
Yeah, Janice Land. Well, now it's Janice Live. It used to be Janice Land.
Yeah,
that's kind of an interesting venue because it sits right in between two like apartment complexes.
Yeah, you're like in
the acoustics are like this tunnel. It's really weird, but it's a great venue. I like it. Good venue.
All right,
it's like Tinley Park, Eric.
Oh, go ahead. Do you have another one, Nat?
No, I was just say like Janice is like Tinley Park up in Chicago, and then what is it? The amphitheater is very similar to Alpine Valley. Just to give you some relation.
Yeah, right. I mean, there's obviously better places than the Vixen if we're going on that type of level.
Those are like
I was trying to keep it like within like reasonable rock clubs. I mean, if we're talking All Time Dream, Alpine Valley, Soldier Field, I mean, those are some venues.
Yeah. Well, I'm always saying like if I'm going to watch a show, if I wanted like if I was going to watch a band like Def Leppard or something like that, like big headliner, old school acts, I would want to see something like that at like the amphitheater. If we're going to see like we did Starset or Killswitch, I watch at House of Blues in Orlando all the time, man. That's a great venue.
Yeah, House of Blues in Orlando is really good too. Yeah. I saw Seven Dust at the one over at the casino.
Oh yeah, that's actually not a bad little venue.
I think they like redid it because it was actually pretty nice in there. It was a good setup in there too.
They used to play Janice like every year. A couple years back, they'd come around like every Christmas, man.
Yeah, and I was always at the one at New Year's in the House of Blues in Orlando. They always had the New Year's.
Yep.
All right, what part of Tampa Bay should we avoid?
Oh, after the show, we're all jumping in
Nebraska.
Going out to Nebraska.
Go to Nebraska.
Nebraska Avenue, to be clear.
We're all loading in the taxi or the Uber, and we're going to Nebraska. We're going slumming.
Yeah, but luckily you can have a gun in Florida, so you got at least some protection.
You almost can't not have a gun in Florida,
right?
Mm-hmm. All right, so the next song we're going to play is called "Clutch." What's this song about?
All right, Steve, that's all you, buddy.
I forget what this was about. Let's see. This one.
Isn't about it can go both ways, right? It can go political, it can be fake people.
It's just basically yes. People talking out two sides of the phrase, basically. To sum it up
right.
Short.
It could be anything. It really like if you take the lyrics and kind of put any kind of person or product or whatever, you can decipher you know, whatever you want it to be. But it's really about, yeah, like he said, two sides.
Here it is. It's Clutch from 3 to 1 on Indie Rage Radio. All right, very cool. Segment 4 is the last segment. Kind of like up at the we're up at the end of the show. We're kind of up against the clock, so we're just tying a bow on everything. This is where we can talk about your new music and the new EP coming out. Indie Rage Radio, IndieRageRadio.com. Sadly, it is here again. The end of the show. Look, I dread it every single week, but it's got to happen. We only have a 2-hour slot on this radio station. So
all good things must come to an end.
Yes, that is correct. All right. So look, off camera, you guys are excited about new music coming out. What does the future look like for 3 to 1?
Well,
go ahead.
We definitely want to play some shows. So we have possible shows up in Chicago coming up maybe in January at the Vixen. Hopefully we can get that show in. But we're going to try to do some shows out in Tampa prior to that. Shows would be great. We definitely want to get enough music together where we can actually do a show. I think we're at kind of like 2 or 3 songs short of that right now. We've got one in the studio right now that's being mixed and mastered, working on another one outside of that. And then we just released DeVille. But yeah, I mean, we constantly are just, it's like we're almost like pumping out a song every month. And it's, you know, kind of like what we've been doing. We want to get CDs, or not CDs. Do people even buy CDs anymore? We're going to do like a release with a vinyl release and stuff like that. So,
nice.
Because people buy vinyl. It's crazy. I mean, I would. I still do. I still buy I don't even open it. Don't even listen to it. I'm like, this is just cool to hear.
It's nice to have.
Why did I just spend $50? It's like,
I think for a band, it's just nice to have something physical, you know, like, hey, look, this is our record, you know, instead of, we have all this music, but it's out there on the cloud somewhere, you know.
Yeah.
To actually have a CD or a vinyl or hell, even a cassette tape. Could you imagine?
We're going to release a cassette tape.
Old school cassette tapes with the folding out, like the little fold out.
Goodwill to find a cassette player.
Somebody find a pawn shop.
But I agree. Finish the album. Start the second album right away, just because we are fortunate enough to have enough material, and get a couple of shows under our belt and see where that takes us.
Yeah, for me,
go ahead.
I'm sorry. No, for me, I would say like Eric's saying. I mean, first of all, finish out this first album, get the songs together so that we have all the material, get out there and start doing some shows and stuff like that. And then I'm really more so excited to move. Not that the stuff that we have out there already is not really great material, but like we talked about before, it was stuff that came from previous versions of the songs that you guys had written years ago. And the idea of moving into brand new material all from scratch to see the kind of stuff that we're capable of now is something I'm really excited about.
Oh yeah. Well, DeVille was actually Steve's song.
Yes.
That we redid. So that was not an original 3 to 1. So, and it sounds, I mean, I think we've come from, because I think that was, I don't know, Steve, was that an acoustic song originally that I can't remember. It's been so long, but it
was acoustic and it had a little bit of distortion, but yeah, it was mainly acoustic.
So we're trying to throw in everything into this project, whether it's an old 3 to 1 stuff or even Steve stuff, or even if Charlie had some kind of song he wrote, we're kind of like throwing it all in there on top of what we've originally had. So to get to Charlie's point, is like, oh, to write the rigid, like writing something, here's a new riff that we brought to the table. It's like, okay, now it makes it a little bit more complicated to do that when you have such great songs written from both parties or everybody. It's like, so you kind of just take what, like, say DeVille, like he gave that to us and we just added our own flair to it.
And speaking of DeVille, that's the last song that we're playing on the show today. What's that about?
That's really just struggling with addiction. I did struggle with it I still do. And at that point in my life, I was going through it a lot, and that's what that song's about.
Yeah, that one actually hit home for me when I started, and our producer, he was like, That one, because you don't realize how many people are struggling with this kind of stuff, whether it's alcohol, drugs, or even just anything. Like, so I've been sober for 9 years, and when I heard this song, I was like, everything in there, it's like it just hit me. Like, I remember I did that same stuff. I struggled there, and I did. So it's definitely a relatable song, whether you are struggling or not. It kind of opens your eyes to like this rabbit hole that you could go down. And then I feel like you in that song, you had like some like, not just, it wasn't either your conscious or maybe it was like your wife or something that was kind of like guiding you in the right direction and giving you all these chances to get it together. And I feel like I had that same experience. So it really it's one of my favorite songs because I attach emotionally to it because of that.
Here it is. It is DeVille from 3 to 1. He is Aaron. He is Charlie. He is Eric. He is Steve. We'll see ya when we see ya.
Whoa.
What was that, Eric?
What was that cool effect? I'm at a disco. I don't know about what you guys are doing.
I don't know why my video keeps going out. That's weird.
Yeah, you have like no Wi-Fi. I don't know what happened there, bud.
I don't know.
So Steve's signal is pretty weak there.
God, we almost got away without cursing one time, and that's a first for any interview.
Hey, sorry, man.
It's the aliens at my house.
It'd be easy to get out of there. All right, guys, well, I got to go run this radio show for the university. But, man, it was great talking to you, and I will definitely reach back out. When you get that new music, make sure you swing it my way, man.
Absolutely.
Will do.
Awesome.
Thank you for everything.
Hey, no problem. Thank you, guys. Appreciate your time.
All right, take care.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.